We can all agree that breathing is quite important. We've got to do it. But I wonder, do you know just how important breathing really is? Because it's not just about keeping us alive. The way we breathe can have a massive impact on how we feel, how much attention that we can pay to things, how much focus we've got, how much concentration. When we control it, then it in turn controls lots of our bodily functions. It can change our heart rate, it can change how we feel, it can change how well we focus at tasks, it can reduce stress and anxiety. That is quite powerful, isn't it, over something so simple that we do every day and don't really give a thought to. So if you're stressed or anxious, what has been found is that we tend to breathe more quickly and more shallowly, and we breathe from the top of our chest. Now, I want you to find out how you breathe, so you can do a quick assessment if you like. In a moment, you can put me on pause whilst you go and do this thing, and then you can check out how you breathe. So if you've got a phone or an iPad or whatever it is that you've got a video camera on, I want you to set your video camera, prop it up somewhere so that it's kind of at head height, shoulder height, that kind of thing. And I want you to do it on a selfie so you can see yourself. And I want you to video yourself standing in front of it and then taking a really, really deep breath. So a really big breath in and then let it go. I mean, if you've not got a video, you can ask a friend to watch you breathe and be very attentive to what you do. So pause me, go and do that, and then come back and we'll have a look at what you've got. So have a watch back of your video, and I want you to notice what happens to your shoulders when you take that deep breath. If your shoulders go up, then that's a sign that you generally breathe quite shallowly and from the top of your chest. If they don't, you may well have healthier breathing habits. But if your shoulders move quite a bit, you've probably got a lot more to gain out of learning this next tip. So what I'm going to do is teach you how to change your breathing and become more aware of it into something that's much healthier and that will help you to reduce stress and anxiety. We'll start by putting your hand on your tummy. So your tummy right down low. And I want you to take a big breath in and feel your hands moving out. So you're breathing down into your tummy, a big breath. Breathing all the way into your tummy and then let it go. And we're going to take 3 in total. So another one, down to your tummy, let it go. And another one, down to your tummy and let it go. And we're going to do that again, but this time we're going to add another part to it. So we're going to breathe down into your tummy and then feel as that breath fills down into your tummy that your ribs move out at the sides. So when you're ready, let's go down into your tummy, feel your hands moving out. Feel your ribs then moving out at the sides and let your breath go. And do 2 more of those, feeling it down to your tummy, moving your ribs out at the sides and then letting it go. 2 parts to that breath. And now we're going to add 1 more part. So you're going to breathe down into your tummy, out, feeling your ribs expand at the sides, and then roll that breath up to the top. So starting now, breathe down into your tummy, out at the sides and up to the top, and then let it go. And repeat that again, down to your tummy, out in your ribs, and then roll it up as you carry on breathing in, up to your chest, and then let it go. And do 1 more. Those 3 parts to that breath, down to your tummy, out, expanding your ribs, and then up to the top of your chest and let it go. Quite often we breathe up here, shallow, just filling the top part of our chest. When we breathe it down into the bottom and really use the capacity of our lungs, it triggers the relaxation response. And this has been shown in numerous studies. Over the years, there's been so many different experiments done and studies done, articles written that show that this has a really, really positive impact. It helps to lower your heart rate. It actually lowers your rate of cortisol if you practice this on a regular basis, which is the hormone that comes along when we're experiencing a lot of stress or anxiety. And that's the one that we want to have less of. We'll always have some, it's not completely negative, but we want the right balance. So practice that breathing. Become aware of how you're breathing. Make it a part of your daily routine. So when you wake up first thing in the morning, practice those breaths. Before you go to sleep at night, practice those breaths. When you remember at other times through the day, use something to trigger it. Maybe every time you make yourself a cuppa, practice those breaths whilst the kettle's boiling. Eventually it becomes a natural way, because whatever you practice becomes a habit. And it's so good to get into a habit of really good, healthy breathing that keeps you healthy and reduces your stress and anxiety levels. So I hope you found that useful. Please practice. I'd love to hear as well how you're finding that and how it impacts on your life. Let me know in the comments.